there is some truth in every legend. For example, this one talks about a warrior whose mastery of kung fu became a legend. He traveled the country in search of rivals. It does not matter how many enemies he has, because they cannot match his strength and courage. Pandas have never been so feared and loved. Even China's greatest heroes, the Crazy Five, bowed before him. It was a dream. The panda's father woke up his son because he might be late for work. Po was a fan of the Crazy Five, which included Tigress, Monkey, Viper, Crane, and Mantis. He had many pictures with the five, as well as their figurines. His father, the Goose Pang Ping, had his own restaurant where he cooked noodles. Dad asked about what he dreamed, and Pa answered that it was a noodle to hide the truth. Ping took this as a sign, like a prophetic dream, which meant that soon the ownership of the establishment could be transferred to his son, as his father, grandfather, had done before. It was their place, but the panda desperately believed in changing his life for the better and following his dreams. Up in the Jade Palace, Master Shifu was training the Furious Five. The Tigress lacked cruelty, the monkey lacked speed, the viper lacked flexibility, and the crane lacked height. Shifu was called by Grand Master Oogway, who was a turtle. Oogway had a vision that Tai Lung would return. Shifu ordered to fly to the prison and double the guard to prevent Tai Lung from escaping. The Grand Master said that it was time to unfurl the dragon scrolls, and today was the day they were going to choose a dragon warrior. Po was also about to take a look, but his father asked him to sell noodles in the Jade Palace square. However, Panda really wanted to get to the ceremony, so he left the cart. The palace gates were closed right in front of him. He tried to find some way to get inside. Tried everything from climbing a tree to breaking down a gate. Master Oogway was about to choose a dragon warrior. Ping appeared and the panda admitted that he had actually lied. He dreamed of kung fu instead of noodles. Po crawled inside with the help of fireworks and fell right in front of the Grand Master. Panda woke up and started apologizing because he just wanted to see who would be chosen. Oogway pointed at Pa. It was he who was chosen as the dragon warrior. Everyone was shocked, because everyone thought that Oogway would choose Tigress, including Master Shifu and the Furious Five. Shifu's messenger arrived at the prison. They just shook their heads, because their prison had the highest security in the world. Tai Lung was immobilized. A feather fell next to him. Po examined the Sacred Hall of Warriors, because each exhibit had a story in it. Then he saw the legendary Urn of the Whispering Fires, which contained the souls of an entire army. He accidentally broke it because he was scared of Master Shifu, who was standing next to him. He said that Pa is not a dragon warrior and won't become one until he learns the secret of the dragon scroll that was literally sticking out of the ceiling. To get it, you need a lot of effort and knowledge to become a master of the highest level of kung fu. Shifu was supposed to be trained by Pa. They came to the training hall, where the Crazy Five was honing her skills. Po was asking for something of his level, because he was a complete zero in this matter. Master Shifu said that there was no zero level in kung fu. He pointed to a doll that he told Shifu was used to train children and prop up doors when it was hot. The master ordered to strike and show what he could do. Then he tried on other simulators, but it was purely a mutilation. When Po returned, Shifu replied that there was a zero level in kung fu. The Crazy Five behind Po's back mocked him. He was smooth, knew nothing. Panda heard this and got a little upset. Po was looking for his room, but accidentally walked into Crane's room and then Tigress's. She only said that Po was a real disgrace to the Jade Palace, and if he really respected anyone, he wouldn't be here in the morning. A panda was sitting under a cherry tree and eating peaches. Master Oogway approached him and told him that Pa had eaten the sacred peaches of heavenly wisdom. The turtle noticed that Pa only ate when he was sad, so he asked about the reason for his mood. Panda admitted that he felt like it was a complete failure. He had no idea how Master Shifu could turn him into a dragon warrior, and the five generally hated him. Oogway said that he was thinking too much, because what was said, what will be, and he should appreciate what is, because life is only today. The leopard Tai Lung got out of the trap that immobilized him with the help of a feather. The guards could not calm down anything because the criminal possessed martial arts and was much better than the others. The rhinos collapsed the bridge, but Tai Lung managed to climb up, took the dynamite, and the prison gates exploded. Leopard grabbed the messenger goose and ordered him to return to the Jade Palace and tell everyone that the true dragon warrior was coming home. Shifu and Goose started training. The panda was not in his room, so they happily thought he had escaped. Entering the training yard, they saw Po warming up, but he was stuck. The crane saved him. They started fighting. Of course, the panda got nuts. But he liked it, despite the fact that he lost everywhere. Shifu called him to battle. He threatened him with Wuji capture. It's obvious that Po has lost again, but this time he's thrown out of the gate and down the stairs. Mantis poked the panda with needles, finding the nerves to make his body hurt less, while Viper pointed where exactly. Po said that Shifu actually wanted to inspire him, not depress him as it seemed. Viper and Mantis just smiled nervously. They started talking about Tai Lung, and that's when Tigress came, but the panda already knew a little about this student. She replied that this is not just a student. Shifu found him as a child and raised him like his own son. Tai Lung wanted the dragon scrolls, but Oogway saw the darkness in his heart, so he refused. The offended leopard tried to destroy the entire valley, and Shifu had to destroy what he had created, but could not. However, Oogway stopped him. Master loved Tai Lung like never before or since. A messenger arrived and told them that Tai Lung had escaped. The Grand Master's vision came true. Oogway said that it was bad news if Shifu didn't believe that the panda was supposed to be a dragon warrior, and added about the illusion of decisions and that there were no coincidences. The Grand Master asked Shifu to swear that he would believe, and then said that his time had come. Oogway died, and his spirit dissolved. Po made noodles for everyone and then showed Shifu off. Just then the master came in and told the news that Oogway had gone to rest, and the panda was destined to stop Tai Lung. Po ran away, but Shifu stopped him because a true warrior does not run away. He asked the master how he could possibly turn him into a dragon warrior. Shifu didn't know the answers. Tigress eavesdropped together and decided to get Tai Lung herself, but the other members of the five couldn't abandon her, so they went with her. Shifu was sitting under a tree looking at the sunrise when he heard some shouting, as if during a battle. It was Po. He expertly broke the cupboard doors to get something to eat. The master conspirator said that the monkey hid the cakes upstairs and watched as the panda easily climbed there 3 meters from the ground and did a great stretch. Po replied that it was just a coincidence, and Shifu in turn, remembering Oogway's words, said that there were no coincidences. The master ordered him to follow him. They reached the mountain to the pool of sacred tears, where Oogway had once solved the secret of harmony and attention. It was in this place that Kung Fu was born. Shifu became Po's master and began to teach him in a new way. He took a plate of King Kali and said that he would get them only if he practiced. Thus began the study of Po with the help of food. Every day he got better and better. Then Shifu offered to eat, but the panda understood that things would not be so simple. When he tried to grab something with the sticks, the master quickly left him this pleasure. A fight ensued over the last King Kali, which was eventually captured by Po, but he then returned it to Shifu, saying he was not hungry and thanking the master. The Mad Five reached the place where they met Tai Lung. Tigress began to fight him, but he only wanted to find the dragon warrior, because he could become a legendary rival. Then other participants entered the battle. They tied up Tai Lung and threw him away, but he came back. Tai Lung neutralized the five. The five returned to the Jade Palace with the help of the crane. Po was frightened, because 5 masters could not defeat him. Shifu said he believed in him and had to learn about the dragon scrolls. He took out the scroll and handed it to the panda. But it was empty, clean. Shifu ordered the 5 to evacuate the valley, while he would stay in the Jade Palace and detain Tai Lung as long as possible. Tigress, Crane, Mantis, Monkey and Viper started their business. Po went to his father, but could not go any further. Ping said that there is no secret ingredient in the soup. To do something special, you have to believe in it. Po looked at the scroll again and realized the truth. Tai Lung returned to the Jade Palace and started fighting Shifu, saying that it was his fault that Oogway did not choose him as the dragon warrior. Tai Lung broke the late Oogway's staff. The battle became even more fierce. Leopard wanted a scroll, but there was none. He began to strangle Shifu, but at the same second Pi entered and a battle began between them for the dragon scroll. Still, Tai Lung received the scroll, but did not understand anything, because it was empty. The leopard tried to immobilize the panda, but he did not succeed. The dragon scroll had none of that. There are no secret ingredients, because the whole problem is faith. Pi used the same Wuji grasp that Shifu didn't teach him. He came up with this himself. Everyone returned to the city and began to welcome the new dragon warrior, because he had defeated Tai Lung. The Mad Five came and bowed to Pi as if to a master. Panda ran to the Jade Palace to see Master Shifu and reported that he had defeated Tai Lung. At first Pi thought Shifu was dead, but no, he was just resting. Po tried to shut up, but he couldn't and offered the master something to eat. This was a short retelling, and I hope you will watch this cartoon in its entirety. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to watch even more cartoons with me.